Now then, guys, welcome to Strands Gaming. I hope everyone's well. I'm Luke. This is episode 5 of my Chelsea beta save on Football Manager 2020. I almost said 2019 there. Hope you guys are well, like I said. I've never felt so nervous in my life playing games on Football Manager. Because I know that I have to finish in the top 4 and all this sort of stuff. It is quite nerve-wracking for me. But we're getting there. So let's have a look to see what we've been getting up to and all that sort of stuff. So, right, we're going to start, first of all, on the Club Vision screen, just to see what the board thinks of me and all that sort of stuff. And are we on course to doing stuff? And yes, we are. We'll have just a quick look at our performance. Overall, we're doing as a C+. There's some high, kind of the pleased with the quality of... pressing while using the style, yeah, that's nice. Encourage William with his performance, yeah, that's good. The board have no negativeness, which is good as well. Tactic they're really happy with the tactic. The board are happy with the squad. Club Vision, they're all right. Reserved. Overall Club Vision we've seen. What else is there? Tactic transfers. Well, there's no transfers really there. Tactics, they're happy with what we're doing there. Squad, everyone is really, really happy. The dynamics, by the way, is just excellent. The dressing room atmosphere is amazing. There's currently one player unhappy at the minute. I don't know who that unhappy player is, but yeah, that's fine. We currently have 70 players at the club, including 29 first teams. They're all considering to be happy. 70 players. We need to get rid of some of them. 70 players is way too much. But yeah, so what have we been doing since you last saw us? We've played a few games. Last time out was the 1-0 and the 2-0, wasn't it? Against Bayer Leverkusen. We then obviously followed that up. We played Loco Moscow. We beat them 2-0. Abraham getting on the score sheet, which means we qualified for the knockout stages of the Champions League, which is good. And then we had a game against Tottenham. We drew 1-1 against Tottenham. It was a good, decent game, to be honest with you. Pedro getting on the score sheet, and then Marcus Peters just scoring late on. It's fine, we dropped points to Tottenham, which is quite bad considering they're like mid-table at the minute, Tottenham, so we should have really, really beat them. Leicester, though, we managed to beat Leicester 3-1. Quite good. Conte scoring against his former club. Abraham getting on the score sheet twice. He's getting in amongst the goals at the minute, which is good to see. And then the next 3 games, we've not really scored many, but the only plus side is we've not conceded any. Crystal Palace was a 1-0 win. Giroud getting his first goal of the season, 67th minutes in. It was a good goal. Ajax, I almost recorded just to do as just a 1-game episode. Glad I didn't. It was 0-0. It was boring. Nothing really happened. We have just played West Ham. We beat them 1-0. Again, second half goal. Callum Hudson-Odoi scoring that one for us. It's a decent win and it does well. We've got 2 biggish games today. We've got Burnley, who are currently lying in 9th place. And then we've got Arsenal, who are in 3rd. Which, when we look at the league table, you'll understand how important this Arsenal game is. And then, also, I'll show you, in the knockout stages, in the first round knockout stages, bear in mind the club want us to... Where do they want us to do? Competitions. They want us to reach the quarter-final. That's what they want us to do. Reach the quarter-final. To get there, we have to take on Barcelona, who are doing very well in their league at the minute. So that is going to be an interesting tie against Barcelona. It really, really is. We'll just quickly have a look at the league table as well. We're in 5th, and for some reason, teams played like a week ago. Every team played, other than me and Liverpool. I'm guessing that was the game which many played. They couldn't play it, so we couldn't play it. So it means we are, 2 points behind Manchester United with a game in hand. We are, 4 points behind Arsenal, which, again, it's going to be a big game, this Arsenal game is. So we need to beat Burnley, and we have to beat Arsenal. I think that's, to get into top 4, it needs to be. Also, it's coming up to January. I don't think we're going to be able to sign any players because I think we're still under the embargo. It's probably not going to be until next season when I can sign players. So, without further ado, we'll jump straight into the tactic. This is the team that's going to be lining up, and we have a slight problem. Batshuayi got a cold and spread it around the club because he's a prick. So, Kepa is out, injured with a cold at the minute. Resumes training. Probably could have get away with the game, but I don't want him spreading the goal anywhere else. So we've got Willie Caballero in goal for his first game of the season. He's aged 38. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? We've got Reece James, who's been phenomenal for us at right back so far this season. Tomorrow is going to be starting Rudiger and Emerson on the left-hand side of defence. I'm thinking maybe rotation as well for the Arsenal game. It's not the full strength defence there. And then in midfield, we've got Jorginho and Kante with Pulisic on the attacking right-hand side as a winger, not an inside forward. Mason Mount, who still hasn't scored for us yet, and I'm struggling to get this attacking midfielder role on, and I'm actually going to put in on attacking midfield attack because we've already got a playmaker. We've got Pedro as the inside winger, and then we've got Abraham on up top by himself. And there's a couple of changes I'm going to make. I'm going to go for the hit early cross. I feel like that should be a thing. And then I don't know whether to play down the wings, focus the wing play, but we do have the midfielders. I tend to do that if we go to another formation. So that's all we're doing for there. And that is pretty much it. So let's just jump into this game. Hopefully we can get a win. Team talk's done. Let's just get this lovely interview over and done with, and we'll jump straight into the game. And there's no kickoff highlight anymore, which is it's kind of good and kind of not. Again, trying to get used to that. But the first highlight does come quite early on, and it's a Burnley corner, and we do manage to clear. We are playing today the tick-attacker kind of tactic. I have been switching it up between that and the counter. Again, it's whatever I think we should do. Normally start with tick-attacker and then go to counter near the end, and that's when we end up getting the goals, to be honest with you. So probably should be starting playing on the counter. Right, here we go. We get a throw-in. 30 minutes in. I've noticed throw-ins aren't... Well, I was going to say, throw-ins aren't quite like the last game where we just constantly give them away. But we did there. Caballero is tested for the first time in the match. I say first time. It's not. It's his second time. We just didn't see the first time. I just want us to get an early goal, which would be nice. We're on attacking as well. We've had all the possession, all the shots. What was going on there? I really don't know. I thought that was going to be an own goal for a second, but it's not. Burnley are building from the back now. Cork playing it out. Come on, let's just close them down. We don't have pressing on, which is... I feel like I should have. Woods in. Misses his one-on-one. He did look a little bit offside. And again, one-on-ones, amount of shots Abraham has had on one-on-ones and not scored them is quite annoying. Like Pope with their free kick. We win the header. Traore tries to find Pedro, doesn't find him. Jorginho clears it. We're not kind of winning these second balls. There we go. Emerson's having a run instead. Loses out. Mount picks it up. We make two passes. There we go. Pulisic. That's the third pass. Fourth pass. Reece James. I put hit early cross on and he's not hitting the early cross. Emerson's in. Can he cross? He can. Pulisic is there and he gets the header. Christian Pulisic with the header, making it 1-0 just before half-time. And I feel like that is well-deserved to ourselves. I think we've played well. We've just built up to it. Cross comes in. Emerson gets the cross again to Pulisic. I'm thinking maybe they're not hitting the early cross because we are kind of playing a shorter passing game. And that's 1-0 at half-time. 12 shots to us, 6 on target, 52% possession. Overall, I'd say I'm happy. Just keep going. We're 1-0 up, away from home. This is what we need to do. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to watch, obviously, the conditioning because we have a game in like 2 days' time. And obviously, with us winning at the minute, it only puts us 1 point behind Arsenal, who haven't played. Who are playing? They're not played yet. Obviously, we've still got the game in hand, as well as Manchester United are winning their game. So if we win both of these games and then win our game in hand, it's going to be looking good. But 70 minutes in, let's make some changes. Who am I going to bring on and what am I going to do? Pedro is having a bit of a quiet game. I'm going to take off Pedro and bring on Callum Hudson-Odoi. Mason Mount, struggling. Pulisic. Willian, I think, I'm going to bring on. I'm going to make them 2 changes for now. Quite attacking changes as well, because they're both getting up there. They're both getting amongst the goals. We've got a corner. Reece James whips it in. Rudiger has a shot. Not far off, to be honest with you, Rudiger. Right, I'm thinking maybe just bringing on another defender. Bring on Kurt Zuma. And just kind of go... Oh no, we are playing the counter-attacking. I didn't realise that. We're just going to drop it down. We're playing counter-attacking. Okay, I thought we were playing the tick-attacker. Didn't pay attention really there, did I? So yeah, we'll just bring on another defender just to try and see out the game. In fact, we'll go defensive for the next 2 minutes of this game. We'll see out the 1-0 win, and we do get it. I keep coughing. Hopefully I cut all these coughs out. 1-0 again. It's away from home. We're getting the results. It's what we want. It's not really entertaining football is what the board wants, but it is what it is. We're on a roll. I've just got an achievement of on a roll. But without further ado, I keep saying without further ado as well. I need to stop doing that. We're just going to jump straight into this Arsenal game, which is in 2 days' time. Hopefully, the team is fit and we can play quite a full-strength team. So here we are then, the Arsenal game. This is how we're going to line up. Kepa's back, so he's in goal. James is going to be starting at right back. Christensen, Rudiger, and Emerson is going to be at left back. They're all kind of all right, to be honest with you. I don't know whether to start Alonso, just because Emerson is not fully match fit, but we'll see how it goes. It keeps trying to put Asprilla out on that left-hand side, but he's not good enough for it in my eyes. Kante's going to be starting, and Kovacic alongside him. Pulisic on the right, Mount and Hudson-Odoi with Abraham up top. I'm thinking maybe actually starting Willian. I think Willian is going to be the one I'm going to be starting. So, when I stop coughing, let's get into the game, see how we get on. If we win this, we'll go on 41 points. If Manchester United lose, and obviously if we beat Arsenal, we'll go above them, and there's a potential that we can go into third place instead of just fourth when we're leapfrogging them, especially with a game in hand. So this is really, really important. And I'm going to assertively say, I expect nothing from a win from this match. I am going to go assertive on this one. I expect to see a solid defence. I'm telling them what I want them to do, and I don't normally do this because I feel like it may stress people out, but I expect them to play well because we're at home, it's a London derby, and we'll see how we get on. First highlight. It's going to be for us. Mount's in. Crosses and Abraham's there. With 8 minutes in, Tammy Abraham scores with an assist from Mason Mount. That is what we want. Straight from the back. Telling them how we want us to play. Emerson with the throw-in. The Arsenal player, who is it? Xhaka loses out. Mount gets the crossing. Abraham's there. Makes it 1-0 early on in. We move up into third place as things stand. Right, here we go. Arsenal have a free kick now, though. Can we win it back from them? I don't know whether to put high pressure on, but we do win the ball back. Now we're going. Can Kovacic find the pass? Mason Mount hits the crossbar. I think Abraham just went into an offside position there. Willian tries to win the ball. It doesn't. Mount to Abraham. Abraham's in. Gets his second goal. Leno gets a hand to it. But the strike is just too powerful. Makes it 2-0. We are slowly clawing our way back up this league table. I was worrying, thinking it was going to be a difficult season for us, and it is. It's still not over yet. We can't make any transfers, and I'm not too sure if we can either in January, but look at that strike. What a power strike. Again, Mason Mount getting an assist, and he's slowly trying to get into this team. If he's not scoring, I don't mind, but he's not really getting assists either, so it's good to see him. But Arsenal have a free kick on the edge of our box. Guendouzi steps up, and he goes high and wide. Half time, 2-0. Abraham with 2 goals. Mason Mount with 2 assists. I'm just going to passionately say I'm very happy. Keep it going, lads. That's all I'm saying. Just go out there and do the same again in the second half. I can't believe how well we've played. Obviously, Reece James is looking tired. Emerson's looking tired. Asprilla is probably going to come on. So probably Alonso as well, just to give the fullbacks a bit of a rest, because they do have a tough game. A lot of energy comes out of them. Reece James just struggled to play a couple of games in a row, and we have obviously played 2 games in quick succession here. Emerson, though, picks the ball up, the Arsenal player, just taking too much time on it. Abraham holds the ball up, don't lose it out, plays it to Kovacic. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's had a very quiet game so far today, loses the ball out, but Edmondson's there, gets the cross in, can't do anything with it. Kante picks the ball up, though. Mason Mount to Willian, to Mount. Mason Mount hits the crossbar, but Abraham's there to tap in the rebound. And it's an assist by a hat-trick of assists for Mason Mount. And it's a hat-trick for Tammy Abraham. Makes it 3-0 against Arsenal. And this, again, Mason Mount comes very close with scoring a wonder goal, but hits the crossbar. But Mason Mount is the first person there. Not Mason Mount, sorry, Abraham. First person to react is there, stabs it in, makes it 3-0. I'm going to make a couple of changes now. I'm going to make the fullback changes. Alonso's going to come on and Asprilla is going to come on. That's just the 2 changes I'm going to make for now, and we'll just see how we get on. Everyone else is looking all right. Oh, we've just won a free kick at the edge of the area. Is this going to be? It is Willian taking it. He shoots, hits the crossbar, he goes close. I don't know whether to put Alonso on them free kicks, because he's very good at set pieces. Right, we're at 80th minute. I'm going to make a change just for the hell of it, I think. And obviously, Mason Mount in this tiki-taka role plays as a shadow striker, and he's been working well with Abraham. I don't know whether, though, to take one of them off. I'm just thinking who else is really struggling. Mason Mount, anyone high risk of injury? Doesn't look like it. I think Willian is probably the one that's looking tired. I might bring on Pulisic, take off Willian, because he is coming back from an injury as well. He's had a bit of a knock. It was about a month or so ago now, to be honest with you. So yeah, he's doing all right. So hopefully we can just hold this in. Another clean sheet though would be good. I'm not going to jinx it, but I can't remember the last time we conceded a goal, which is pretty good. Here we go. Hudson-Odoi looking for the cheeky little chip there. I don't know whether we should have just crossed it back to Abraham, maybe for Abraham to get his 4th goal. But we have played extremely well. And we've got to keep Mount on and Abraham. I feel like them subs are had to do. We've received the yellow card there, but Hudson-Odoi, I like this inside winger. I really do. Is it inverted winger or whatever it is? Hudson-Odoi having a shot. He sits in on the inside. He's like an inside forward, but not. He just drops a little bit deeper. And I think it allows the fullbacks just to get forward a little bit more than you would do as an inside forward. But Arsenal on the counter-attack now. It doesn't matter if they score. We've won this game. We're going to finish this episode in 3rd place. That's a lovely save from Kepa. It's an audacious shot, really, from Arsenal from quite far out. Why not go for it when you're 3-0 down? Try and get a goal. But Marcus Alonso wins the ball. Just clears it now. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. There we go. Full time. 3-0. Abraham with a hat-trick. Mount with the hat-trick of assists. And I am extremely happy with everything that is going on with this team right now. And it's really good. Park the bus. We've got the achievement. I've just got to have a look. We haven't conceded a goal for a long 5 games in a row. We've not conceded a goal, which is fantastic. It really is. Yes, we've played Crystal Palace, West Ham, Burnley, but also Ajax in there and Arsenal. When are we going to be back next? I feel like it's got to be the Manchester United double header again. But no, it's not. It's not, because Liverpool are top of the league. It's going to have to be. I'm going to play the whole of January. I'm not too sure if we've got the transfer embargo lifted or anything, but I'll find out in a couple of days in game. And we'll see how we get on from there. But I think it's going to have to be Manchester United, because they're in and around us. Obviously, Man City are in second. But Manchester United and Liverpool have got to be the 2 games I'm going to have to play. And then following on to that, we've got Barcelona. They're going to be 2 games we're going to see. And we're just going to see how we get on. We have the FA Cup as well. The board must be very happy with us. And it's just absolutely amazing how we're getting on so far. So that's it. I'm going to end it here. If you've watched this, don't forget, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow as a channel as well. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think to the series so far if you've watched it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later on.